take a long fight, you have enough stacks, and then you can man fight the enemy carry really easily, right? And before that, you just kind of avoid him. But Troll is one of the few heroes that no matter what you've had, like if you're an Ursa or Stark or whatever, you've managed to farm a bunch, he's still going to beat you in the 1v1. So it's all about the kiting him, and that's a harder, tougher ass to play. I don't think this matchup is like a game-winning matchup.
Team DogChamp very excited. Of course, their voice line's now in the game, and a lot of your favorite teams.
Yeah, it's nice.
A lot of your favorite teams as well are going to be in the game. You can find them on the Dota2 main menu currently, or in the DPC Watch tab. And make sure you support your favorite teams. Supporter packs available through March 1st for this first DPC tour.
Exciting. Though most of the packs haven't been put yet. I'm hoping that they're going to be added within the next couple of weeks.
Are they going to do a gentlemanly high five scenario?
Nice,
Luki, of course, he's Night Stalker, so he's got good vision. Oh, but so does Slark.
Secretly. What?
Yeah, Slark also has.
Oh yeah, because
he's at 1800.
Yeah.
One of the, I think the only hero.
Because fish see well at night.
Well, it's because he's one of these creepy underwater fish, right?
Yeah, have you ever seen a goldfish like at night?
No.
They like activate themselves, dude.
No, like
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
the deep sea fish, you know, that has the baits on the front, you know,
Yeah,
the lights, the bioluminescent fish.
Yeah, exactly. The goldfish, yeah, I've seen it. That at night, that like their eyes activate.
Oh.
It's so scary, dude.
Stop saying goldfish, because when you say goldfish, most people are gonna think of like, you know, a derpy goldfish in a tank, you know, that you get at the carnival or whatever.
Yeah, those are the sons of the anglerfish. It's like then they grow into anglerfish, and then you have to throw them in the pond. It's always that's why you shouldn't buy a goldfish, because they're so scary after a while.
I see.
They grow into big, massive creatures. Yeah,
Level plus, scared of fish.
the goldfish. That's why I kill them.
I wasn't gonna make the joke. Yes, my beta fish is still alive.
Not nice of you to remind me of that. Very rude.
Scatterblast builds for the Snapfire I think makes sense when the minus armor can be dispelled very quickly. Plus now you've got all this burst between God's Rebuke and Scatterblast, so that's going to be the build. So expect Blink Dagger into Shard at some stage for Snapfire is generally the build for the position 4 snaps.
One thing that can be said though about the Troll is that I guess his lane against Mars is really not that tough, right? Because you're a ranged hero after all. I mean, you're not going to beat the Mars or anything, but you're also not going to suffer too much. You should be able to last it nicely. You have the World Nexus to help you last it. The Abba is, again, okay in this lane as well. The Troll's a good laner, so you always have that advantage.
That's why you pick him, right? He is ranged, but he's also melee. He's a little bit unique like that. And
yeah, that is his main mechanic, Richie. Thank you for explaining it to our Dota viewers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you explained that. I think the big lane though here for both teams, well, I would say maybe more for DogChamp should be the mid lane. Fate needs to pop off again. Last time he kind of carried, honestly. And Queen of Pain has that potential for sure. The lane against the TA is not that easy because the Shadow Strike can just be avoided by
He's
melt.
gonna die. No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Kill goes towards Albino Zebra though. And he's going to immediately resume his supporting duties, try to get the D-ward and allow the camp to spawn, but unfortunately, because he had to turn around for the kill, that is not going to get that one done.
Surprised by that choice, honestly. I was expecting this lane to be super passive. Like, you win Lightstalker in daytime, you just kind of creep, like control creeps, right? Last hit with Void and try to stay as far away from the lane as possible. You have good stats, so you can actually trade with the support, but I don't think you should be putting yourself in such danger playing in the jungle or missing on the range to creep like that.
Yeah. Albino Zebra, again, especially one of these supports that can just tank a lot of harass, be incredibly annoying. He's out of mana now. His courier's on the way, though. What's he got? Anything interesting in here? Yeah, regen. So he's going to be looking to continue doing more of the same, as he's going to be a bit more and more annoying.
Okay. I guess you have two potential heroes that can carry the Trolls early, and then Troll eventually just becomes too powerful. So that's good. Because Troll's BKB is when he's going to be able to play this game. Until then, I think he's kind of nullified.
Mid lane?
Because of the Mars existence.
Oklahoma is going to be able to tank through the Shadow Strike thanks to the Refraction. Both mid laners a bit low.
No points at meld, though, huh? Interesting. Even if it's just to waste the co-op sentry, right?
Tried to throw Stone back underneath the tower. He's gonna live. Cookie, though, burst through the aphotic shields. They don't have enough damage for the kill.
So So here, I thought it was gonna be honestly like a meld lane, and you like kind of play with sentries, and you just try to get the supports here and try to win the sentry wars, which is usually how this matchup goes. But instead, they're just playing traditional TA, which makes me think that Fade should have a much easier time because Shadow Strike is brutal against her. So
Yeah, and
kind of surprised by this.
Quap doesn't have to change her build either at all, which is totally fine, right? There's going to be level 5, 302 build, very standard. As,
But she got the water wheel as well. If I was in this lane, from DogChamp, I would actually be rotating my Lion a fair amount. Like, what is Night Stalker doing here with Lion, right? They occasionally harass the Ogre, like this. Then they run away when Murdoch gets close to them. And maybe they die. No, they missed the pan, so they shouldn't.
Yeah, he'll be fine. A lot of damage in this lane. They got to be careful.
Ooh. 2 points for Attribute Shift, or Essence Shift, sorry, though. Interesting choice.
Well, it does give him a little bit more kill potential in the lane. Nice job there timing the stun to make sure he didn't purge it off immediately. It's always a feels bad.
Yes, you're right, but usually Slurks fall off with this build because they can't farm fast enough.
Yep, that's...
Especially if Night Stalker gets his way in the night.
Exactly. You just need points in Dark Pact. You just don't farm with Essence Shift, quite frankly. I will say the second point feels really nice. Literally doubles the duration, right? That's huge. Now you have it for a full creep wave. Because I like to think about the laning stage in creep waves. Every 30 seconds is another wave. It's kind of offset between mid and the side lanes, of course, because there's less distance to travel for the creeps. But the kind of concept is the same. So I think that's actually pretty big when you do have some kill threat in the lane. If he puts a third point into it, I mean, it's for sure a mistake. But it is going to slow your farm a bit, even if you do get a bunch of kills. Right now,
yeah, exactly. That's my point, though.
Kills.
Like, I agree with the point that it's a value point, but I think a Night Stalker should be smart enough to not let himself get hit much by Essence Shift. Like, it's not the lane where Night Stalker's here looking to trade with you constantly. He's looking to go in for a kill, leave, right? He actually plays very similar to how Bloodseeker would play. He goes in, trades with you a bunch, then leaves. I mean, look, I say this, but look at Luki is making this difficult for me to make the point.
Well, yeah, he's...
There we go, see? Now you should be going in. Yeah, you threaten, and when you threaten, you go ham. And until you threaten, you don't do that, right? And if you're trading, Night Stalker... Like, most of the time when Night Stalker's trading with you, it's with the purpose of him getting a kill, and he knows he will, right? So usually you don't get to, like, turn things around with Essence Shift. There's not much last hitting or him staying near the creep wave.
Yeah, and another thing that's actually a bit surprising to me is I did speak for this value point, and I think that point is true. But we can now see this very awkward timing where Murdoch is level 4. He's stuck with this 1-1-2 build, and it's nighttime. And this is kind of the big point of inflection, right, in the laning stage for the Night Stalker, because he actually gets to play a little bit more. He gets to do things. These 2 points he had in his passive, which were completely useless for the first 5 minutes, now actually have a lot of use. And well, you're stuck with these 2 points in your passive, but Night Stalker's is going to be just a bit stronger naturally during this time. So maybe it was not the right decision.
Exactly. He should be able to get face boot soon as well. He will go for the second point in Dark Pact, though. Okay. It's alright. I think a lot of Starks I've seen, even when they have like the best of lanes, like it's Stark Underroad, I still don't see them going for the 2 points in passive, because then you... Like, your real goal is not to beat the Night Stalker, right? Your real goal is to beat the Troll. And he'll outfarm. He does have a natural farm mechanism. He's gone for that build as well, with Whirling Axis maxed, as opposed to like a Furfur build or whatever. Which we don't see anymore anyway. So, yeah, not the biggest fan of this for Murdoch, but we'll see how it turns out in the mid game. We'll see if he does fall behind. In the mid lane, though, again, 0 points in Meld, but Oklahoma's just recovering completely in the jungle. Or Fade is joining him. He's like, all right, you want stacks? I want stacks. And the weakness of going for the Shadow Strike build is, yes, you're not as good at stack taking. Fade's actually being beat. And here comes the Snapfire. They have Cookie. Hits the Cookie's Counterblast. They killed Fade. Wow.
It's great rotation. Yes.
Yeah, but once again, it's almost minute 8, and we haven't seen a single rotation from DogChamp to the mid lane.
Yeah, yeah. Very similar to last game, right?
No rune securing.
E-Boys have done it this time around. That's the second time Snap has actually come over into the mid lane, other than to obviously help stack in the triangle. But it pays off massively this time around. And I completely agree with you. I don't think Yaren necessarily needs to be here right now. I think, well, maybe if they can get this kill. Yeah, it's a bit difficult, though, versus the Slark, just because he always saves the pounce. And pretty soon he's going to be level 6. Can't really do too much to stop him. I mean, he's already level 6, and I don't think you kill him unless he makes a really, really egregious mistake. So I completely agree with you. And actually, right on cue, Yaren is now rotating away. So, hey, there they go. Team DogChamp, their first mid lane rotation, as they're going to try and help Fade out. He's got this Sonic Wave ready to go. Well, ready to skill, I should say, as he is holding the points.
Yep. I think he went for the third point in Scream of Pain. or the extra point Scream of Pain. The Blink makes sense, but the Scream of Pain points are to contest stacks. I don't think you should contest with obviously the Sonic Wave. And now, there you got it. Oklahoma's dead.
Easy.
If that had hit the Ancients, that would have been perfect, because he would have also stolen some of them. But I understand why you're concentrating a bit more on the kill.
Yeah, now whenever there's a kill in the triangle with big stacks, that's going to get a lot of attention for both teams.
Supports rotate. Great Koki. But do we have Hex? We do have Hex. There we go. That's going to be a dead Snapfire. And now the supports are coming mid. A bit later than I would have liked to, but still good.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad at all. They're going to be able to continue contesting these stacks. It's going to kind of time naturally. Oh, that sucks. Oh, yeah, just look at all this damage Quap has to take to pick up the neutrals. I think they got to change neutrals a little, just a little bit more. I like how they drop, but I don't see a reason why. Because clearly Valve does not want you to drop neutrals and have them stolen because of some, like, cheese, you know? So just teleport them into the inventory. I don't know why they just have to make them drop. Okay, Queen of Pain in trouble, getting stunned. There's Melts. They are going to be able to burst through the Ogre, and Fade actually is going to tank a couple of tier 2 tower shots, and that's going to get him killed. Zebra is going to hit him with a tip for that one. And I don't believe Bloody9 will make it off the high ground either. Cookie and Scatterblast will secure his fate.
I wonder if Luki shouldn't be trying to rotate. He does have Dark Ascension already, right? Might have been able to join here. Obviously, you're fighting near the enemy triangle, so naturally enemy offlaner can rotate, and you don't want to put your carry there, so they have an advantage there. But like, I think maybe Luki should have considered playing a bit more aggressively. It was nighttime, get Dark Ascension. It's not like you can do much against a Stark anymore in the lane, because it's daytime now. So you could use the last bit of nighttime in addition to your Dark Ascension to get a couple of kills and contest stacks.
There's 3 bounty runes here, by the way, for Team DogChamp. They haven't picked up. They're just letting them sitting on their
That's 3 bottle charges. Yeah. You know, you don't understand the utility of that.
They're keeping their Scrooge McDuck vault of bounties ready to go. They're going to try for a kill bottom with the Dark Ascension. Fade's going to rotate on over, but there is no... Oh, there is a Sonic Wave in a second. Pardon me, but Shadow Dance is going to be triggered by Murdoch, and he is out of there immediately. There's Bloody9 collecting only 2 of them, only 2 of the bounties. He's going to leave 1 to continue accruing interest. They don't do that. They don't do that anymore, by the way. They don't do that. They used to do that. They don't do that. That was simply a joke.
It's because Rishi's a banker.
Yes. I'm a what? Oh,
that's his real daytime
banker.
job.
I thought you called me an anchor.
Oh, okay. That's usually not what I call you. It sounds similar though. Okay. He's looking for the Orchid first time. Not a very popular build these days on Queen of Pain. Usually we see the Kayan Sanj instead, but we'll see how impactful that is. While Stonebank alone pushing a tower, gonna get surprised, I guess, by the Snapfire and Mars combo and get killed swiftly.
Why did you say I guess?
So don't push, because you don't push the tier 1 alone, right? The enemy team was there.
I mean, clearly he was surprised.
Why? That's my question. Like, you're pushing the tier 1 alone as troll. You've seen the whole enemy team fighting near your team around the area. You continue to push a tier 1 because you're troll. And DogChamp it wasn't near you to help you. This is the strike of the Mars Snapfire. They're going to go and get kills. In fact, they're going to kill another one on Fade, perhaps. Here comes Yaren, helping him out. The Hex, so much covering by Yaren. Fade used the Sonic Wave to get him away, but it's not enough. The Blinko's still on cooldown. It's only level 1, and he's going to die, even waste the ultimate for that. As Stonebank joins, he wants to fight this. They have an Earth Spike. They're going for the TA. She does activate the trap, though, and Stonebank realizes he's not that strong. In fact, they want to go for Yaren instead. They are stopping his speed ever so slightly, but maybe he should have just healed Yaren instead. Okay. I don't know. I think DogChamp is losing the plot a bit.
I think it's still a little early. To declare that. We are only 12 minutes in. It's only 8-3. They did lose their first tower. It's going to be the mid-tier 1 after some pretty opportunistic kills that E-Boys pick up, pretty much is how I would describe them. But I don't think they're out of it by any means. Dark Ascension's going to come back online. There's going to be a Sonic Wave in another minute, though. Fade using it there kind of is a big loss. Because now they kind of lack ways to really apply too much pressure. Yeah, they need to find a little bit of space for themselves, though, is the issue that I see currently. Bloody9 will tank that spear. He's got borrowed time, but he also has 3 enemy heroes that are looking to pick him off, and they're just going to take a walk with him here. He's going to full heal and buy himself maybe another 10 seconds. But, of course, that is just that, borrowed time. Slark continues to farm. The meantime, Echo Saber fully completed, so now he can spam his Dark Pact without any concern to his mana pool, thanks to the regen. Although nerfed, but still a little bit of mana regen. Speed. Okay, they're gonna let him walk up and put down another arena. Yeah, Luki attempting to evade the kisses, will be able to stay alive thanks to the flying vision, and even secures the kill. Stonebank even gets off the ultimate as Fade now rotating on in. There's going to be the root onto Albino Zebra, and they've got the kill. Snapfire running for her life, is bloodlusted here. Looks for the Scatterblast. Luki is going to juke that one out. A little bit of fancy footwork, and it's going to be a 3-for-0. They turn that one right on its head. Two heroes close to the brink of death. But they refuse. They say no to the god of death. Not today. Not today.
Very well done, actually. So this is the difference between what we saw earlier, right? It's not a troll pushing in alone. I mean, it was troll and Night Stalker in the beginning, kind of alone, but Queen of Pain and Lion were nearby, and they could join, right? They even had an ultimate ready there for Queen of Pain as well. So it was actually much different than we saw earlier. They learned the lesson, and even though it just seemed like they like, oh look, they barely got out, you know. It was only a bit of a lucky play. But the reality is they understand that TA and Slark can't really join fights right now. TA needs to hit her timings. That's Desolator. And Murdoch, he needs to hit his timings. It needs to take a while. So the DogChamp guys should be a bit stronger, especially with Dark Ascension up. And they abused it well. Honestly, much better play. A good fix as well. Luki, seeing an opportunity. Go for speed. Off laner versus soft laner.
His finger.
I don't read your guides! There we go. Let's see. Can he kill him, though?
Nope.
X? No.
He's too tanky. Bracer.
It's only nighttime though, no Dark Ascension used, so it's not a big deal. No finger either, as you mentioned.
Fade nearly has this Orchid complete. I think actually maybe within this camp. What, it's like 500 gold for the recipe? Yeah, 475. So that'll be on the way now, and that's going to go nicely if he can get one more point and into Sonic Wave level 2 here. But there's an arena first. Speed with Blink Dagger reveal, finds the troll. There is an ulti to save him. Oh, but he doesn't quite get it off. I think he was mid-cast animation and did not get that one completed. Good blink. Nice smoke as E-Boys will smoke on the timing. Once again, they're going to look for Roche. I believe last time it was DogChamp that got first Roche, right? After a kind of a somewhat dodgy attempt, considering they didn't really have too much Roche damage, just a troll level 1 fervor. This is kind of more of what you expect with a level 1 Roche. Immediately down to half HP thanks to the double melt.
And that Sonic Wave almost killing the Ogre, but he barely survives. Finally, they finish him off with a shield. However, they just lost Yarn as a result. The Queen of Pain blinked in time. Here comes Luki. Has Crippling Fear. Does also have a Dark Ascension.
Yeah.
I don't think the play is to go back to Roche, guys. There's the Dark Ascension. Once again, Crippling Fear is available. It's going to activate, so Murdoch can't just run away. And is actually just going to walk. Much easier. Stonebank activated though. That battle turn as Fade manages to finish off Speed. Oklahoma also dying as the Shadow Dance gets triggered. Luki will hunt after the Slark. He's chasing, he has vision, he has the Echo as well, but doesn't get the second hit, which is the one that slows. So Luki can't finish off the Slark. They themselves cannot take Roche, and they've learned as well. Don't just do it with a solo troll. Good discipline. Yep. A lot of improvements from last match. And still a weird Roche.
They are going to try and defend this tier 1 tower, but there's no Shadow Dance, so that is a kill onto the Slark, as Murdoch could not, of course, Dark Pact or pounce away, thanks to Luki still having that flying movement. In trouble now is Snapfire. Bloodlusted. She will turn and start blasting. Oh, but a perfectly timed Aphotic Shield doesn't even get stunned for a second. Looks like the stun glitched. That's how well timed that one was from Bloody 9. But tower defended, and E-Boys, they can look for Roshan again here, without fear of a Sonic Wave, without fear of a Battle Trance, and especially, I think, quite majorly without fear of this Dark Ascension.
Yeah, that's the biggest one, I think. That's so huge, honestly. Especially with the level 10 talent with a little bit extra duration. I think maybe that talent is what got them, and that's why they kind of mistimed it a bit, right? Maybe they're used to the 30 seconds, because they was the last 10 seconds that surprised them, but that was a really odd play, and Dark Ascension just kind of punished them so hard. Luckily, they didn't lose tier 1, which is the biggest part of it. And are they going to go for Roche again?
I think they can. That's what I was just saying. I think they can. Lots of minus armor. They're going to get Slark up to not quite the high ground, just up into the river. But yeah, like I said, they just don't have the ultis to fight him this time around.
All right. Was this ends up being worth I'm not sure. So like you lose a team fight 1 because you go for Roche, right? But that team fight 1 allows you to go for Roche a second time, and you eventually get Roche.
They don't get any objectives out of it. They being DogChamp, of course, off the back of denying your first Roche. I think Roshan is kind of a mandatory item in the progression for a TA, right? I think usually TAs that don't get first Aegis are not too happy. It's a bad sign for them as Willow, sorry, not Willow, make that Snapfire is going to be taken down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that ended up being like a net positive for them. I still think that was pretty bad, and DogChamp took the better advantage of that engagement.
Wait, what?
But
Murdoch is not in this. Oh, it's a dire scan. Wait, no, it's a dire scan. What the heck? How?
It is no, I did check him at the end. It turned
that
red
was
at the end.
strange.
Murdoch, oh, they saw him. We have Dark Ascension, we do. Murdoch, you better Shadow Dance.
Dead.
Oh, nice. They're stopping the TP. That's very smart. So ideally, he didn't have TP yet, right? So he was waiting for the Shadow Dance plus TP, right? That's what he was going to do, and then he was safe. Unless they commit Sonic Wave. But once they got the Orchid, they stopped the potential Shadow Dance TP, so actually pretty well played there. And completely worth Dark Ascension.
Does the Sonic Wave pushback cancel channeled abilities?
Okay. No, it does not cancel TP, no. But it does damage. That's what
it does.
It does enough damage.
Yeah, normally you just die during Sonic Wave, so that's why I don't check. But I know there's like a couple of weird interactions. Like sometimes some pushback, like Cog pushback, is not a stun, right? It's not a root, but it still cancels some channel abilities. Something that I thought was a little bit surprising, and something that I did catch DogChamp pinging was Snapfire continued to, of course, channel her ulti because for some reason Snapfire ulti does not get canceled by things that normally cancel channeled abilities, and I wasn't sure if like Cog pushback. Yeah, Snapfire keeps kissing during, or Mortimer, I guess, keeps kissing if you push her back with Cogs. Another kill into Bloody 9. A nice blink spear back by Speed. Yeah, it's really weird. You have to
Sonic Wave
battery Solter.
Sorry. Interesting. Sonic Wave functions exactly like Gust in that regard, though. Both like they will push you, but they won't cancel anything, right? I'm pretty sure it's the same like interaction.
Yeah, it sounds.
Because I know Cogs is very unique in that.
Yeah, might be just a Cogs thing then. Unlike how...
yeah, because I guess God's Rebuke is the same, right? God's Rebuke is the same as Gust as well.
True. Yeah, true. Oh, Fade. There's an arena. He did just blink, but I don't think they had vision. I think they just think he walked on up. There was a TA trap down. I don't know. Team wasn't there anyway. It wasn't going to be a kill at the end of the day.
Yep. I mean, they're taking the tier 2 up top, right? Which is the best use of the first stage as you can. I don't know if DogChamp wants to fight this. There's no Dark Ascension. The enemy team knows this. So they can just take the tower relatively freely. In exchange, you'll exchange for the tier 1 mid. But I think DogChamp should be putting more pressure for this tier 1. Oh, that's why they weren't putting pressure. They're expecting this arena. And they will lose Fade, who's been leashed. She's on the wave that doesn't do anything. And they're going to lose Yaren as well. Bloody 9 in the similar position. Does have to borrow time. That's not going to help him too much. As the fake grenade does catch Lucky, so they could keep chasing after him. They try to divide and conquer here, but he gets speared back. Speed. Showing Lucky how it's done.
Yeah, this is some really top tier Mars gameplay for sure from Speed.
Honestly.
Yeah. So make sure you check his game loot guide after this because this is really impressive. See,
and we were not paid this.
No, we were not. The key is, guys, you just hit your spears. Just don't miss. And he's doing an excellent job. There's a great team fight to start, a great spear to start into the arena to start the fight, and a great spear to end the fight. Is going to give them a big advantage. We haven't checked in with Troll for a while. He does have this BKB online. You mentioned this earlier as a pretty big turning point for him here. DogChamp, I reckon they're going to wait for this Aegis to time out naturally and then start looking for a fight. But what about this BKB scene makes the Trolls game stronger? Like specifically this game, obviously.
What do you think?
What about because you mentioned the Troll BKB timing in the draft, right?
Yeah.
And now he has it, but they don't want to use it during this Aegis timing, especially when there's less than a minute left. But how is he going to be looking to use it specifically this game?
I just run through the arena.
Okay, it's that easy.
That's really it.
I got Chaluki again. Another great spear from Speed.
Like the real problem with Troll, you pick Troll into Mars, right? That's the big problem I saw. And Mars really counters Troll, so just the BKB helps you against it. I don't know if you get the chance to use it, though. Honestly, they're using this first Aegis so well.
Yeah, they found a lot of kills.
They got 2 tier 2s, multiple kills.
Defended a tier 1 tower, although that didn't really have much to do with the Aegis, but just things that they got done with this Aegis.
You stop the BKB timings to be too effective and too impactful. You got Queen of Pain and Trolls, but they can't use them, as you just mentioned, because of the Aegis. So, was very powerful. That Roche was totally worth it.
And yeah, now there's a BKB online for TA, right? So she farmed her additional item, so she's no longer an item behind, quote unquote. Well, she never was an item behind, to be honest, because she is quite rich. But now she's even with you as far as BKBs go. DogChamp will smoke up. They're gonna look for a fight. Dark Ascension and all the ultis ready to go.
Let's see. What will they find here?
So much vision, though.
This is great positioning by Electronic Boys.
Yeah, so much vision. They've got the traps down. This is such a, you know, how are they going to get up into this triangle? It's going to be a problem. Speed, breaking the smokes.
No Dark. We need to hear the Dark Ascension. From behind, Looky, going for the supports. But Ogre's a hard support to kill, so instead we go for the slug. And they're trying. They got him. Silenced, and he's dead. The Sonic Wave, though. There's the Mortimer's Kiss is used. The Arena on top of that Spear as well. And Stonebank is forced to use the BKE plus that Battle Trance. Going for the TA first. They cookie her, and instead he has to concentrate on the Ogre Magi. So it's going to be poor Albino Zebra who dies here.
They got him.
And the backlines, yes, Fate does die. Ziz is not going to be able to make out of this one alive, but they really wanted the TA there. And they couldn't quite find Oracle Hole. Might be setting up a trap. I'm not sure. That milled. Okay, they just saw it. But it was a bit too late. The team was not in order, and the Troll Warlord was just farming.
Yeah, really strong fight for DogChamp, all things considering. That's really the strength of their dual BKB timings, huh? Was delayed a bit by that Aegis, but they definitely weren't too weak. They just kind of kept getting picked off. And I think what's most commendable to me, to me, is how much vision that E-Boys had in that fight. How much defensive positioning they had. They really had such a big advantage, especially with their little bit of net worth lead. But again, that's why having a hero like the Night Stalker is so strong, because he just gives you all of this vision. He equalizes the playing field immediately in these team fights. Lets your Lion blink in a little bit easier. Lets your Quap do things a bit easier. You always know when the Mars is coming, allowing Troll to get off his ulti BKB. I think that was a really, really good fight from DogChamp. Nicely done.
Once the Butterfly comes up on the Troll, I'm hoping that... I think these team fights should be much easier for them as well, right? It's a good usage of the first BKBs you mentioned, but I think this Butterfly is a turning point where it's not just you can kill the Slark and murder him fast, but you can actually go against the TA. She is going to build MKB, but it's going to take her a while, and your Butterfly's almost completed. So hopefully we have one fight when the MKB is still not up, and that should be enough for them to be able to kill.
Cutting to a replay right as the pause starts. Good timing.
Okay. What replay is it going to be?
Oh, just this fight.
Ah, those kisses.
Yeah, just this.
I mean, the combo was okay, right? I guess was the arena not up when the kisses started being used?
I don't think they quite were. I think it was just a second late.
All right. Okay, that's fair. They could be the... I thought it could have also been the fact that if you use arena plus kisses, you just go BKBs now, right? That's it, and then you've canceled the whole ultimates. That could also be the case, but yeah, I could tell there wasn't Discord lags. Stonebanks, I believe, is Ukrainian as well, so it could be that he's actually having trouble because he's playing from a different server.
Look at that, Ava. We go from Eastern Europe to NA, and we still get to watch a couple of Eastern European players.
Oh. There's a fair amount. I don't know if you saw. I was reading a Steel Borko interview. He's a player from Felt, right?
Just interviewed him yesterday.
Community of like. Oh, there was an interview a while back. They were saying there was a community of like, expats, in America, like Eastern European expats, and they all got together and played Dota together. And apparently, it's similar with the Chinese community. It's like Chinese expats living in the U.S. There's everything but Americans playing Dota. that's the problem.
Yeah, they're all playing League.
Yep. Not even. I don't think League is that popular compared to like COD and stuff.
Good BKB. Speed, though, I
genuinely don't know.
He's not too unhappy with that exchange. The only thing he's going to be unhappy about is the fact that Arena Blood no longer has the cooldown get shorter with levels, because that is going to be 1 second less on this next BKB charge, but he's going to have it ready by the next Arena, so not a win necessarily, but I guess, do you need Arena to even fight? E-Boys think not. They're going to go again here into the triangle. And they were right to do so, because the Spear is beautiful on a Stoneback. He still gets off the ulti. He's going to be allowed to live a while longer. Bloody 9 as well here to try and keep him alive as the Slark looking to focus through the ABBA. Big Sonic Wave. He's not going to do a whole lot of damage in this fight. And it's not going to save the troll either. Fade having to blink away, but Lukey with ulti active, flying over the trees here, looking for someone to jump on. He's going to look instead now for the Ogres. There's going to be another great spear, forces Fade in an awkward spot, the 2x, 3x multicast, allowing Speed to clean up the kill on the God's Rebuke. TA is down. It's only Lukey alive for the side of DogChamp. He's going to try and get through Speed, but he is going to die.
Why to go for Speed there? He has maxed bulwark. There's no way you're getting above him because they have too many slows and the rebuke as well. That was a really odd choice by Lukey towards the end. That said, for DogChamp, what we're seeing in this team fight, just the general awkwardness of you play the Night Stalker. Usually Night Stalker is there and you go and jump the support, you kill them quickly, and then you join your teammates in the fight, right? It's relatively easy. Like, this gameplay style is kind of straightforward. But with Snapfire and Ogre, these supports don't die as easily, especially with only Echo Saber and BKB. So and they're running around in the middle with everyone else, so it's not like you can just go and cut the backlines as you usually do. Snap is probably your best target, but Ziz has been staying really close to her teammates. She even went for a Ghost Scepter, hard kill. So it's actually been a really good playstyle from Electronic Boys, and just awkward in general from the Night Stalker. I think his real role is to actually silence the Slark, but they need to be able to have a really good start to the team fight. And we already talked about this before, but they kind of lack initiation. They just run in. That's pretty good, but it's really the Lion, the only initiator they have.
Yeah, they have to run in using vision, but they never get to surprise anyone because they only get vision with Night Stalker ulti, and unfortunately for them, enemies can know very clearly when Night Stalker uses his ulti. He's a little bit not so subtle about it, but there's going to be a nice play, a Finger of Death onto Albino Zebra. Yeah, so it's just hard for them to get the jump because it is a little bit more, I mean, at least they get to fly in with vision, but it's very telegraphed. So they, yeah, not the best. Not the best. Who else is like super sneaky about jumping in Dota 2? Someone like a Beastmaster?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, like someone who can surprise, we have vision of you here. Clockwork perhaps is pretty fast, right?
Yeah, Clock, Beast. I really do think Lion can kind of do that to a degree, right? You utilize well the Night Stalker's vision. It's just kind of tough, this game. Yeah, the team fights are not that easy, especially because Speed is disrupting them really well. And the BKBs were less impactful. I honestly just don't feel like this Troll's having the impact you'd expect a Troll to have. I think last game was much easier, and he was heavily countered by the Razor, and he still was stronger because it was one heal that's countering him, and he's at least killable. This time it's Mars. You're not going to go for Mars first, right?
Radiant are scanning.
And now even if you try and go for anyone else here, this is going to complicate the Night Stalker's game. Even if he wants to jump a support, even if there was a support, he could jump instantly. Slark can now look to protect them a little bit here with the Depth Shroud. He's bought the Shard. Has that one ready to go.
I like the other option would be, of course, the Queen of Pain to just kind of take over the game in the late game. And it's possible with her build, so I don't mind that either. Stonebank. Okay, this is an odd Roshan choice. Yep, just get speared. Okay, they had a plan. Orthotic shield.
Real quick, Snapfire has her shard. She just purchased it, so look for a stun on that Scatterblast.
Oh, we have Dark Ascension, so nighttime ending is not that big a deal.
For Fade. You into the bottle?
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Got Blastric for them as well. Pretty hype, actually, against the TA, because she's low range usually enough to actually get affected by Blastric. Even with the Hurricane Pike, she jumps into you. You might be able to give it to Night Stalker.
Yeah, like that one a lot for the Night Stalker. Someone who just jumps in and...
Could also be an Abaddon thing, depending on if Abaddon wants to play that way.
Looks like they're utilizing him a little bit more to just tank through an initial spell, whether it be a Fire Blast or a Spear. Not tank, but rather dispel it. There it is, Sentry's up.
What's going to happen here? Stonebank is looking. They don't want to let the Roshan go for free, but the Queen of Pain's not here. Okay, there we go. TP, Fate, Dark Ascension for Vision. No clear way of initiating. Snapfire is not an easy target either.
Gonna do Roche though.
Fire blasting.
This is space for Roche.
Okay.
Speed, he's gonna interrupt though.
Well
Here
done,
he comes.
Lukey.
No, he's gonna be interrupted, and the kisses are just not enough.
They left a shard in the pit though. And Murdoch is fighting against Fade. Quick, get the shard and run away with it. Speed did stop here. And managed to get a Lion. That's pretty valuable. The Stonic Wave doesn't do enough damage. Even with a double damage, Speed is fine completely. They try to catch a Snapfire, but she has to go through once again. Stonebank, I think the Battle Trance going for Murdoch instead. But he just keeps getting controlled. They're kiting the troll around. And they even silence Fade because of the shard on the TA. They get rid of Lukey. It's just DogChamp doesn't know how to take these. I mean, again, not an insult to them, but like they have no clear way of taking these fights properly. They're getting kited around all the time. They lack catch, and it's really just Yarn. He is the core part of their fight. If he dies early, it's over.
Yeah, I really, really liked the way that the DogChamp started that fight, though. Dark Ascension to just force him out of the pit, and then Luki just runs at them and kind of kites them around. Like I said, kisses were not going to stop him from doing that Roche, but then where do you go from there is the natural question. The game's a little bit easier now with this Basher online for the Troll Warlord, as Bloody9 does not get pinned, so he's going to be able to keep himself alive with the ultimate. But yeah, the fights are just so weird for them, aren't they? Speed as well with a great stop there, prevents that fight from looking potentially worse as he intercepts the Mars on his way to try and ruin that Roshan. That would have caused that fight to look a lot differently, so big plays from him. As there's God, I love all the new Dota heroes. Their voice lines are so good. So much personality in them. Invisrune activated for the Mars. Thinks it's not too honorable, but if it gets them a kill, as there's going to be the Free Spirit open up the fight. The rest of the team, though, they're kind of split. They're looking for Luki first, but they almost actually get through Stoneback. He's got BKB. Aegis, of course, for another 3 minutes, which is why he's not popping his BKB or the ulti. Battletrance not going to be used on the first life. Kisses, though, committed here. Oh, and there's, despite the Ghost Scepter, Kisses will tear through the line. He's dead for 50 seconds. Doesn't have buyback. Fade actually in a lot of trouble, dying to the right-click damage alone between the TA and the Mars. They're going to get that kill. Bloody9 in trouble, didn't have the ulti ready, and Stoneback having to just pop the BKB now. Does not want to look for the battle trance because he'd be just kited down into the low ground. Buyback from Bloody9. Boys.
Oh, so weird. I mean, the God's Rebuke obviously canceled him there. You couldn't have activated BKB, you would have died anyway. But you could have activated Battle Trance. I just don't know what the plan was. Once again, it just seems like there's DogChamp is in two different places at once, and not in a good way. Stonebank gets saved here by the Phonic Shield. In comes Luki. He's hoping to kill the Stark, but does he have enough damage? Okay, the bash hits
Sonic
him.
Wave. Oh, can't reach him. Good force.
That was enough. Ziz is the target again. Has no Ghost Scepter this time. They actually might be able to kill a Snapfire. There's no Arena either. They haven't catch speed. Ziz will die. But Fade might die as an exchange. Speed not tanking enough. There's the MKB on the TA, by the way. Wants to join in back again. The Butterfly no longer strong. The Battletrance been forced.
Good stun.
But the Battletrance this time actually working well. Speed is getting torn to shreds. They're going over for Oklahoma, who tries to go up to the high ground, but he doesn't succeed. That force staff ever so slightly too short. And DogChamp gets a team wipe as the enemy team retreats. What?
It's a great.
What?
It's a great stun from the Lion. That tears that fight apart. Let's watch a replay of that. When did this break down? Hold on, because I'm also slightly surprised. It was a good job running down the Snapfire. She had no ulti, so she didn't have a lot of use. Good job, Bloody9. He keeps the Queen of Pain alive crucially, because they don't focus him down in that fight. TA's still looking for these pickoffs. I don't know. That's the fight they were looking for. Without the ultis, I think E-Boys just cannot hold down these heroes long enough. Because TA just cannot burst through heroes fast enough yet. She's got MKB, so that does change now, but very similar to last game, isn't it? Where all of a sudden E-Boys were winning and then they weren't? Or was that DogChamp? They were winning and then they're not, but unfortunately...
What, last
game? Yeah,
game?
right? Remember with the Storm, he took 25 talents and then...
Wasn't like I don't know, it turned around so many times, right?
Yeah, very true. Well, let's turn around number 1 then, potentially. It's good hex there.
Oh, find the Sapphire.
Yeah.
She's
in trouble.
Taz, okay. Ghost Scepter once again. I mean, you just can't buy Nullifier just for this support. You're Night Stalker too. This Ghost Scepter, though, has been such a high-value item in this game.
Arena is not going to find anyone as they decided to run outside of Blink Dagger range to make sure that they couldn't get caught on the TPs out. Nicely done.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they took the melee racks this time, so that's actually a win for them. Oh, and they even got Enchanted Quiver. Pretty huge. You can give it to the Quap or the Troll or the Night Stalker. They're honestly all good. Kind of a great item here.
I'm really surprised that I'm still surprised that DogChamp turned that last fight. That was so good. Good buyback from Fade, as he was crucial in that.
Yeah, it was a good buyback. Again, it's just Yarn, right? The whole team fight goes on him. Now, Luki can play the team fight a bit better, and that's going to give him a little bit of an edge, because the Crippling Fear is the other big spell they have. But it's really just Yarn getting the stun. You just don't have anything else. You just can run in. I guess that and the positioning. The positioning by Stoneback also has to be a bit better. The getting sniped there was not ideal. You kind of a loss of the ages.
So again, there's been a total of like 6 or 7 bounty runes so far in this game that have just accumulated here. DogChamp do not like picking up their bounty runes. They're not about it.
Dire's middle barracks are under
Radiant
attack.
are scanning.
It's just because it's more value. The more you leave them on the ground, you know. That's really it. They accrue.
They accrue interest. Yes, very nice.
Got to say that word once in a cast. I'm proud.
Accrue? Well, really, you're just quoting me, aren't you?
It's because you're the banker.
I'm a banker, absolutely. You know me.
That's a banker. Banker, rich and right. Sticking straight.
Hi, I'm Rich the banker. It's not bad, isn't it? It's not bad, huh?
Sounds like a straight from Free Guy, honestly.
Yeah, it kind of does. Kind of does.
little bit.
You know that phenomena? It's when people take jobs that are related to the name, as they're going to be baited by an illusion here. It's
Is that true?
huh?
Is that true?
Yeah. There's like, you know, I can't remember any of them now. But this is like a whole phenomena where like
someone last name Smith would be a blacksmith?
for example, right? Like there's more modern ones as well. I can't remember. I can't remember any of them or the name of the thing, but there's a lot of
Like Earl sells tea?
yeah, something like that. There is like at some university, like there's the head of the anthropology department is like a doctor person, you know, for example. Like there's a lot of these things. Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
That would be me.
Speed is looking to snipe the stone back.
Pretty fast.
Can he? Oh, could I it's unfortunate. And once again, these spears, we just don't
Yeah,
see
they
it.
just
Sucks.
sometimes you throw the spear and
They're
they
just
don't come out.
They disappear.
They disappear. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Turning into you
You
today.
turn into Lacoste. That's a Lacoste joke. At least he's clever about it.
Was it really? That's great. That's a common one, dude. I'll take that. Spell Prism. That's huge. You know, I actually would love to see the Spell Prism. I know it's like obvious on Queen of Pain or even Lion, but I would love to see it on Night Stalker. More Dark Ascension.
Yeah.
I genuinely think Dark Ascension is what wins you or loses
They're
you this
doing
game.
it.
So
No, he's got Witchbane?
Oh.
No, it's Witchbane, sorry.
yeah. This is the first time I've seen a pro player use this item.
Witchbane? Really?
Yeah. So many people just hate it. Yeah.
Well, what's it for this game?
And like, there's been games where
no, it's great this game.
like we were even talk. That's very good this
Yeah.
game, but I was talking about this with Fear actually on the post panel, and was saying like, yeah, no, I've never seen anyone use that item in competitive. They just keep it there. Like there's been games. Cap, not Fear. Cap was saying there's been games that like the real Medusa enemy team. You'd be like, surely this is a good Witchbane game. Nope, not at all. They still don't pick it up. I'm glad Lucky does. I think this item is pretty good, to be honest with you.
How'd you confuse Cap
In
and
case
Fear?
people don't know what it does, as a passive, it deals 4% of the target's max mana as per hit, which is good for attack speed heroes, and as also an active, which dispels you or an ally.
Yeah,
Sorry, but it dispels an ally or an
yeah,
enemy.
it's targeted as well, which is very, very nice, especially if you...
Yeah, it used to be an area.
It's very nice, especially if you can't kill someone because of something like, I don't know, a pesky E-Blade.
Yep.
Okay, they're
Murdoch.
gonna fight off of this.
Oh, there's the Ghost Scepter.
Yeah.
They killed Yarn. That's your
He-
team
he
fight
buys
on.
back.
Yarn needs to buy back immediately. He does. Body 9 will activate that card borrow time, and he should be fine. Lucky, meanwhile, distracting the backlines. He will die as a result, and we'll lose the gem.
Will they realize there's a gem there? Doesn't look like it.
Not for
Courier's on the way out to be retrieved because this happened last game as well. DogChamp, they're like, no way, again? There goes the Courier, and yep, right next to the Hellbear Smashers. He's got it. And recovered.
Yep.
To the reality.
That's
Roche number 3.
That's bad because even if he buys back here, Lucky, which he doesn't buy back, he has no Dark Ascension, which again is the core of your
And it's
plates.
daytime.
Yes, that's also true. No, if I'm honest with you, I think Night Stalker has gone to the point that even when it's nighttime, it's just not that good. Like you need Dark
Yeah.
Ascension.
So,
Period.
especially this game. I mean, like I said, I said this in the draft, it gives you the vision that you need for your other heroes to do things. And if you don't have that, then their game is exponentially more difficult. Bottom.
Flying over arena is also a big
Oh,
deal.
yeah, good point. Very good point. So they're going to lose a lot here. They may... I mean, they're going to have to buy back for sure. Good double stun. But they can't lose the Megas because there's still a tier 2 down bottom. So you boys will look towards top to get that second lane of barracks, the only obtainable ones currently. After that, it's just tier 4s, but it seems like DogChamp in exchange for the barracks will be able to prevent the tier 4s from going down. No, buyback.
The Maris, I don't think they defend these though, right?
I don't think they should.
Just keep hitting it.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Does he have Leveler on him? Yeah, he does. That's why he's attacking so fast as TA.
Dire's inhibitor has fallen.
Not sure, because I would honestly say that that Electronic Boys, like, they win this the longer this goes.
What'd you call them? Oh, Electronic Boys.
Yeah. What should I call them?
No, that's fair.
E-boys?
Why? I mean, just flows off the tongue a bit easier, don't you think?
E-boys? Yeah. It just sounds like... It just doesn't sound good.
What do you mean it doesn't sound good?
It has the wrong... I get the wrong imagery.
Wait.
Yeah.
What do you mean? No, it's fine. Nothing wrong with E-boys.
I feel like I'm in like the early 2000s, and I'm talking about like my favorite pop band.
E-boys? Is they a pop band?
Yeah, I'm like, you heard the new single from E-boys?
What?
Absolutely.
Oh, because of like Backstreet Boys?
I don't know. It just feels like I just don't like the word boys.
Well, Lukey's back. All right, he's gonna be jumping on to Speed. Can't quite find the stun though, as there they finally go. Finger of death as well for Speed. Gets off the Iridium, gets off the cheese though. Back to full HP along with the BKB fade. He's got Blink. He's gonna have to use it to evade and get out of this arena. But control out of the Troll Warlord. He's got ulti, but no chance to use it, as they had the control for him, and he was disarmed anyway. Fade is caught in the river. Lukey jumps in. He says, "Hey, you can't just kill my mid. You got to kill me too." And E-boys will go, "Okay." There he goes. Drops the gem a second time.
Speed's been playing a hell of a game, honestly. What a Mars performance, really. I mean, that cheese obviously was quite a really good bait. Even playing into the last second, even forcing the Sonic Wave for it. On point, Speed. On point this whole game. His whole team in general has been playing well, but he's been the stand-up performer.
He's looked amazing this game for sure, and it looks like we're going to get a chance to see him more in Game 3. Oh, so it comes to the Tier 4s.
He tried to go for the Sync Q play, but it didn't work out there. Crippling Fear canceled him, and they might lose Murdoch as well. Yep,
okay. And is this another team wipe? I don't believe it. Oklahoma, he's getting out of here. He's going to tap his cowboy boots together and say, "There's no place like home." He's going to return to Oklahoma.
You know that that joke that goes 5 NA players walk into the high ground, right? And we've seen it twice in DogChamp. Just somehow only wins then.
Oh, you know, actually, that's the first time I've heard that one. Yeah,
Really?
it's really funny though. You don't even need to finish it, and neither do the five.
No,
neither
exactly,
do the 5 NA players apparently.
Yeah, that's good. That's follow-up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think this is enough for DogChamp to come back into the game, mind you, but they are struggling to finish this game. I do find like the draft was better for Electronic Boys. That wasn't super convinced by the start pick, but I didn't think the troll was good regardless. So good overall. Kind of a comfort pick as you see in Div 2. I think comfort takes precedence over a good draft, and that's fine. And for the gameplay in general, I also have seen Electronic Boys just kind of being better for the most part. I think their team fight coordination has been much more solid. To be honest, I think the team fights for DogChamp have been really hard though. Like I mentioned this earlier, but Lukey having to hunt supports, but also having no supports to hunt is tough.
Yeah,
it's like this duality of being a Night Stalker. I must kill the easy 5. Wait, there's no easy 5 to kill.
Especially because like you have to go for this build on Night Stalker. Even going for Echo Saber can be a little bit too much if in some games. Like if you just need to be online ASAP, it's like Blink BKB and that's it. You don't have damage. You're just there for the silence. And now he's got Sanj on top of the Echo Saber. It's better, especially if you can upgrade it fully into the Halberd, right? That status resist on top of that 5-second disarm versus the TA is going to be a lovely, lovely, lovely. But we'll see if he can get there as Team DogChamp. They're going to look to defend this Tier 2 bottom, but the E-Boys, they're in waiting. And they're going to find another Blink arena here. Speed, he's been on top of it all game. A good 4-step, though. That's going to keep the Troll Warlord alive. Gets off the ultimate and the BKB active. He's going to be able to chase after Oklahoma. They've just reclaimed the Aegis, as there's going to be now the Ogre going down, dead for a minute. Does have the buyback. Speed in trouble as they're going to hit him with the Abyssal Blade. Hexed up now with a Finger of Death from behind. They will get the kill. Murdoch trying to steal a little bit of this essence, though. He's only up to 12 in this fight, but very quickly he's going to be climbing the ranks as Fade is going to die to Oklahoma. Elsewhere in the fight, a nice little stun into the root, but Murdoch activating the Shadow Dance. He's going to be A-okay for now, and Troll, he's going to be picked apart by the TA. Lukey continuing to fly around these fights as he's going to continue annoying these supports. They'll finally get through him, but Murdoch, he's just a little bit too big now, up to 29 essence. And Lukey, nice blink. Does he have a flicker? He does. That would do it.
Yeah, he does. Yep. But right now, you still lost to carry.
Yep.
Oklahoma is alive, so is Murdoch. This should be Tier 2s.
I think this is just game.
Vegas or
I think it's just game.
Yeah. And this is, by the way, a team fight where Yaren was alive, which again is a crucial point for DogChamp's lineup, and it still didn't work out for them. You just can't rely on your Lion being the whole sole point of team fight.
Oh wow, Ancient's already exposed. Yeah, they're just gonna ignore Bloody Nine.
Yep.
He's gonna run around a little bit and say, hit me, why don't you
Trigger
hit
that.
me? And
They triggered that ultimate. Now they're like, well, we committed. You're gonna die now. You wanted to die. We'll kill you.
there they go. Oklahoma focuses on
there's
the throne, and it's game 3.